Well, welcome to today's video. Why do I get so tongue-tied? I think it's just the Bay Shore in me. So we're finding ourselves in Kentville today. And we're going to take a little drive out south. Where it's a little less populated and a little bit quieter. Try to take in some of this snow and nice winter scenery in Nova Scotia before some of this rain comes in the near future, and from the sounds of it, melts quite a bit of it away. So I hope you enjoy the drive. It's one that I haven't been out through to out to where we're gonna go, out to New Ross. I haven't been out there for quite a little while, so we'll let this guy get by. And we'll continue on our way here. So we're, like I said, we're gonna head out towards New Ross. I haven't been out there for a number of years. And with the winter that we've had, and the snowfall that we've had, and I know that up around New Minas and whatnot, and Kentville and over towards Halifax, all this area all up through here has seen a substantial amount of snow through the winter. So I'm kind of curious to see how it looks. Hopefully it should be nice and pretty. There should be quite a few farm fields out through here, I would imagine. There's a few lakes. I'm unsure of what the views and stuff will be, so we'll be seeing it together for the first time, I guess, in quite a long time. So I hope you enjoy. So we just went over the Highway 101. That would be the main lifeblood highway of Indianapolis Valley that runs from Halifax all the way down to Yarmouth. It's not a twinned highway, it's just a one-lane highway with selected passing lanes, which is not ideal given some of the conditions that we go through in the winter and stuff, being such a lot of the area down through there runs through farm fields, and it would be very beneficial if the highway was twinned. The amount of snow, the amount of blowing snow and whatnot that occurs on that single lane stretch of highway, it just makes it so it's absolutely treacherous some nights, and even days. It's the absolute whiteout conditions. So yeah, even though a lot of people would like it to be a double twinned highway, it's not. And the proof is in the pudding with the numbers as to why it should be a twinned highway, but decisions were made, and now we get to live with them. South Alton. This seems like it would be a nice little community to lay your head at night. Just outside of the hubbub, hustle and bustle of Kentville and New Minas. And I know to some, probably to most, they're not that big, it's not that busy. And I would agree, but to me it is, to me and where I grew up and where I've spent most of my time, and a large portion of my time was on a fishing boat with not a lot of people around me. So it's a little busier than I'm used to. I used to be pretty good. Now I think I have a tiny bit of social anxiety. I kind of use a little bit of this channel and doing some of the walkthroughs in towns and stuff like that. I try to see them as an opportunity to push myself in that kind of situation with my with that a little bit of anxiety. Kind of, instead of thinking that somebody's looking at you, when you got a camera mounted to your chest or you're carrying one, you kind of know that they are, and you just mentally deal with it. Where I struggle is just sometimes thinking that I stick out like a sore thumb in certain situations that I'm not comfortable in, and then it progressively gets worse. And in the past, I've just stopped certain activities where it was just too populated or too many people or yeah. Sadly, it can hold you back from a lot of situations that would probably be quite fun and quite enjoyable. But right now, I'm given the scenery. I mean, I'm kind of glad that I took this drive. Stuff like that, that allows me to kind of get out of my own head. There's quite a sizable lake beside us. Gaspereau Lake. I can't see it from my point of view because there's a berm built up. There we go. But I imagine you can see it with the point of view where my camera is mounted. Well, that's quite a sizable lake. Quite a campground. Some courts, some pools. That'd be quite a bustling little community in the summer, I bet you. And if you follow this road all the way, I believe it'll take you out to Chester. We're not going to have the opportunity to get to Chester today, which is kind of unfortunate. I've been wanting to get out there for quite some time now, to be quite perfectly honest with you. But I don't fear, I know. And I look forward to it. But there's going to be a trip to Peggy's Cove and surrounding areas coming this spring, and up north of Halifax. Not north of Halifax, I guess to the east of Halifax. Up on the eastern shore. Gonna pack the Jeep up and go on a couple little adventures. Wow, another nice long lake. That's Lockhart's Cove. Now that's still Gaspereau Lake. Wow. Probably a pretty stupid question, but I wonder if there's any bass in there, or what would be in there for trout. If there is any trout at all left, or if it's a lot of the lakes in Nova Scotia have kind of been, I don't know what you'd want to call it. There's a lot of invasive species that's taken over, and there's not a whole lot of trout left. The lakes with the trout are few and far between, especially down in southwest Nova Scotia. A lot of that has been taken over with chain pickerel. But I bet you that lake is a snowmobiler's dream there for a while. I could be wrong. There might be current running through it or something, but another couple of lakes up through. This will be such a nice drive in the summertime with the Jeep and the top off the Jeep. Oh, probably not completely off. I think this would be a drive where I'd have the top half off with just the back sunshade, the soft top sunshade for the dogs. They really like that. The top that I have, the front portion can flip back, but I can still keep the back portion for good shade for my dogs, for Abby and Cooper, and it makes it great. So it's nice, and I get to reap the rewards of the sunny top off and the sunny day, and they get to have the wind blowing through their hair and the shade and all the smells that they can take as fast as they can get them. But I know last summer when we had them down around the South Shore at some of the beaches, some people got a pretty good kick out of Abby and Cooper in the back of the Jeep, all snuggled up together. Not snuggled up together, but I guess when you get a Bernese Mountain Dog in the back of a Jeep Wrangler, any other dog next to her makes it seem like they're snuggled up. But they get back there leaned into each other, kind of. It looks like they're snuggled up pretty good, but they just kind of sit shoulder to shoulder and take it all in. Kind of getting excited for spring days now. Now that they've talked about the weather breaking and whatnot. Supposed to be a fair bit of rain coming in the next couple days, the next 4 or 5 days. I'm sad to see it go. I'm sad to see the snow go. But I'm also I'll be happy to see Cooper be able to get around the yard and enjoy the yard a bit more, and not be closed off to the little paths that I've created for him, or the little safe zones that he's I guess got mapped out. his back and his hips have kind of kept him a little bit slower this winter, so in that aspect I will be happy to see a bit of the snow go. And see Koopy just kind of bouncing and running around a little bit more again and scratching his face into the grass. He tends to do that quite a bit. Yeah, this will be a really nice drive in the springtime on my way to Chester. I've only ever been to Chester a couple times in my life. Oddly enough, one was for a golf tournament. And no, I did not win. I think at that golf tournament I did good just to get done. I wasn't very old at that time. I wasn't much of a golfer. And sadly, I wasn't old enough to really appreciate the views that that golf course offers. Nice sled. Cute little trees. They make me think of my Christmas Village trees. Oh yeah, I'm a Christmas Village guy. Like I said, I appreciate all the seasons to their fullest. Although I am currently, not right this minute, but we're currently doing the halfway to Halloween pump up. If you know me, I'm a big Halloween person. I love Halloween. I love decorating for Halloween. I love all the vibes about it. The kids, the fun, everything. And all the new props, the decorations and the lighting, everything is all the new stuff is all dropping. And all the big convention shows in the States and everywhere are starting to have, they're revealing all their upcoming inventory and ideas, and to say I'm getting excited, we'll just say that's an understatement. So I guess I enjoy all the seasons to their fullest, but I might enjoy the fall just a tiny bit more. I think I grew up as a summer, with summer and beach vibes in my blood, but I have definitely become more of an autumn. Like, come February, I could put some pumpkins back up. I think pumpkins and autumn foliage, I think that looks good all year. Tell me I'm wrong. This will probably be when my wife makes her first comment and says you're wrong. I think my big thing with autumn and the fall right now is the colors. Everything every day change. It's like springtime. I do love spring so much, because for a few weeks, every walk that you take on the same patch looks different. Everything's blooming, it's all brand new, every day is different. And I think that's a little bit of the fall for me too, is every day the leaves change just a little bit. Some leave and drop, and some change, and it's just it's that sense of brand new day after day, I think. And then especially with the colors and what I consider like Halloween-y, spooky kind of the way I do mine, for me it's all about lighting. Like $15 decorations from Walmart, but if you throw enough colors at them and light them properly, it can look like a masterpiece. And I love that. And I love just the vibrant colors that it takes and that you can throw at it. The purples and the greens and the reds and it's the oranges, the pale greens and aquas, like, yeah. It's like that last hurrah for color before the bright and somewhat blandness of winter. Like on some days winter seems bright and beautiful, but then other days there's like a blandness to it. And I think it's all with the sky. On an overcast gray sky day, it just seems almost bland, and it takes effort to get through the day. But on a blue sky, you know, bright snow, like right after a storm of fresh powder snow and a blue sky, I don't know, I find that to be one of the more beautiful times to walk the earth. When all the trees are bowed down, laden with snow, and the heavy wet snow, and yeah. Isn't that weird? Just a subtle little change, and it just completely different. It gives a completely different mood to the environment. Like, a bright blue sky and the trees bowed over with snow, it seems so nice and picturesque and winter wonderland like. But if I just was picturing it, I was picturing taking some of those walks with the dogs on on a super overcast day that was just kind of nothing special. Yeah, it almost seems dreary and but I guess some of that, probably is in the eye of the beholder. Perspective. Okay, well, that's a nice little drive. It always kind of surprises you how much stuff they pack right into these small little village towns. Like, right out of nowhere's, boom, New Ross. And it's just everything in this small little spot. It's quaint, but like somewhat mind-blowing. Well, I think I'm going to check something out here. The Ross Farm Museum. I'm going to take this as a sign that maybe I'm supposed to go in and check this out. Let me know if you've ever been here, and if you haven't, hopefully you check it out someday. It looks to be quite a nice spot. And thank you very much for joining me. Until the next video, I appreciate you. Enjoy your day. and try not to waste them.